Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. I gotta make sure that my volumes are adequate. And just like that, we have our first goal by the Vancouver Canucks. Is it the former Penguin gang? Marcus Pettersson and Teddy Bluger. Bluger sends it to the blue line. Little skate in, then a shot. Pettersson scores like 4 times this season, it feels like. He's not super confident in a shot, I don't feel like. I don't feel like a lot of defensemen are too confident with their shots. But anyways, I'm getting a little too excited. Good evening, everybody. It is a wheat cake and cast tonight, a little bit. Well, maybe more chill. Excuse me. A little bit more relaxed maybe tonight. Maybe I'll be a little hyped depending how this hockey game goes. But I'm as mellow as the Minnesota Wild season is right now. Excuse me if I'm clearing my throat. I, of course, in typical wheat cake and fashion, ate a meal in about 5 minutes or so to come live. So I'm burping and whatnot. We're 4 minutes into the hockey game. Vancouver Canucks are up 1-0. Let's start with the home team line combinations as reported by Daily Faceoff. Starting with left wing, then I'll go to center, then to right wing, and I'll repeat that for all 4 lines. Nils Hoglander, Pius Suter, Connor Garland, Jake DeBrusk, Tyler Mueller, and Brock Besser, who recently just said that he ain't coming back. I'd have to give him the keys. And he's not getting the keys. Third line, Dakota Joshua, Atu Roddy, and Kiefer Sherwood. Hey, wow, maybe this was a triple Penguin on this Pettersson goal. Drew O'Connor, Teddy Bluger, and Linus Carlson. Getting to the defensemen now, Quinn Hughes and Elias Nils Pettersson. Because we know that there are going to be 2, or actually there's 3 Petterssons on the team. Then you got Marcus Pettersson, Philip Hronek, Derek Forbot, and Victor Mancini. And of course, both Elias Pettersson spell their name the exact same way. They're having their own Sebastian Aho moment. Garland giving little shots to Kaprizov. Garland getting a little chippy. I don't know why Garland's a little chippy. Garland almost wanted to fight Kaprizov. It looks like he did want to fight Kaprizov. That would be so unique if that happened. And the puck looks like an icing. Looks like an icing. And then I don't know if Kevin Lankinen is playing tonight for the Canucks. But we're going to go over to the Minnesota Wild. Minnesota Wild from left wing, center to right wing. Line 1 through line 4, of course, in numerical order. Kirill Kaprizov, Marco Rossi, and Mats Zuccarello. So Zuki and Kaprizov are back together. They enjoy playing together, of course. Marcus Foligno, Joel Eriksson Ek, and Matt Boldy. That's the second line. The Wild are getting so many opportunities. This game is going to get Testy is the Minnesota Wild. They need these points. If they don't practically win out and have some extra luck, they're not making the playoffs. They knew that was crushed. So we're kind of at like a very unique point with we're at a very unique point right now with how we're just not here. That's so funny. All right. I don't know how Foligno got to the second line, but watching Kaprizov get challenged to like two fights is actually kind of funny. I got pretty distracted watching Kaprizov get challenged to these fights. We are at a commercial break, so let's keep going through the lines. Third line, Marcus Johansson and Justin Brazeau. So Hartman falling all the way to the fourth line. You wonder how that's really gonna play out for Hartsey. Going to the defensive pairings, shaking it up a little bit due to some injury right now. Jonas Brodin and Brock Faber, the first pair. Declan Chisholm and Zach Bogosian are the second pair. And finally, the third pair is John Merrill and Cameron Crotty. Crotty must be a call up. And the Gus Bus will be in net tonight because the Minnesota Wild are, of course, trying to win the hockey game. All right, and we're back. You know what? We're back, and I'm over here without showing off any cool hockey cards. Well, everybody, if you come to the channel much, I'm grateful to hear that. But if you don't come to the channel too much, well, I'm glad that I was able to catch you tonight, and I'm really glad I can show you kind of one of the things that we like to do on this channel is that we like to show off a little bit of hockey memorabilia. And the memorabilia of players that are competing in this evening's hockey game. And showcase those players, talk about those players, and honestly, kind of give them a pedestal to shine. Man, when you go through so many JT Millers, you just don't know what to do. Gotta check that roster. Oh, shoot. Let's go back to that Knuckleheads roster. No, he. All right, I got some really cool. Here we go. Look at that. We got Quinn Hughes. I have Elias Pettersson. Blue from Metal. I know. And then Brock Besser doing everything he can. A Blaine boy, I believe. Doing everything he can to make this hockey club work. And it's not. There's no other way to say it. It's not working. It's not working. And you really wonder what's going to happen with a team like the Avalanche, or to the Canucks, because it felt like they just did a rebuild and came out of it, and now it feels like everybody from that rebuild like isn't getting along or just isn't synergizing as well. And of course, when a team isn't winning, that's when you're going to hear oof, the most complaints. In this team, you are hearing a lot of complaints. That's for sure. Ooh, maybe this is a fun way to do it. you're when you're balancing things like this, sometimes it just I just need the silent. Let me click on my different feeds sometimes. Hey, Lady Ryderix and myself. Yes, yeah, I saw this tweet and who is chat. And Gundam Neon Omen, that sounds like a real cool name. Gosh, the game is on late. I wonder how many players, I wonder how the players feel. It's got to be difficult going from a coast to the other side. But the good news is that they try to like keep the players over in that side for a week or so that they can just get out a bunch of stream software. Doesn't always update me accurately. Now, of course, let's talk about some of these players I had put out for tonight, everybody. We have Brock Besser. Brock Besser over here. Over here. I mean, what can you say? He did so much for the professional, just like, And you know what they say when they say like be a professional? It honestly just means it sounds like I have my contract, I work for you. As long as I work, I think being professional just means like as long as I work for you, I'll do the job. I'll do the job. Oh wow. Pedersen taking another blast. Canucks won another goal. Kaprizov's like, he's gonna boost into the zone. We got a 4-on-2. He takes a shot right off the goalie. Kaprizov wants to will his team into the playoffs. Kaprizov almost slew-footed somebody. Anyways, then he a lot of goals for the team. Just recently, I think it may have been last night, where he said, "You guys, I'm not doing this no mo. I'm not gonna re-up. I'm not gonna resign. It would be very, very, very unlikely." I think that's really, really unique that he just be like, you know what, man? Hey man, yo man, zo man, show man, do man. I don't want to do this no mo. I don't want to do this no mo. And hopefully it comes to the Wild. That would be cool. Come home. Be a hometown hero. Everyone would like Brock Besser here on the Wild. And then finally Elias Pettersson, which I don't think is playing tonight. I don't see him in the lineup. On my fantasy hockey, I saw like half my roster's not playing. I think that also interference penalty is that on Teddy Bluga? Oh, hey Mod, I think one of my lights isn't on. Is it not supposed to be on? I was wondering why I was like, hey, now it looks very light. How does that look, everybody? Doesn't that look pretty cool? Highlighter the Wild. I know the Wild like to put Fleury as a fanfare goalie. It's hard to not like Fleury. Wow, that looks great. Look at how beautiful these cards look. That is your and then Quinn Hughes, of course, the latest captain of the squad. He's kind he's in this weird spot where he's trying to take over the reins of this team that I mean, I don't probably could have gone to Elias. And without Elias getting the is like Elias Pettersson's gonna have a really weird career now because he's kind of gonna be this guy like you're a streaky player. Why is Brock Faber a player I can look at? And I'm like, I could see you being bald. I don't know why. I look at Brock Faber and I'm like, I could imagine you being bald. Power play. They're already in their zone. 5 seconds into it. Kaprizov's like, I'm gonna send that puck all the way in. I'll ice that puck for no reason. And now we're going out back to the wild zone. Grab that puck. Wild have it in the zone. Let's see what the Wild can do with it. Who is excited for this power play in the chat? I'm kind of excited for this power play. The Wild are they got it. Looks like Boldy. Kaprizov, what you gonna do? Our hockey god, the Minnesota Wild hockey god. Kaprizov's playing a little bit of catch. Is that with Eric Sinek? He's trying to get them to open up, and they don't. Sends it to Boldy. Boldy's gonna Dougie over to the left and drop to Zuki. Zuccarello's just kind of slowing it down, waiting to see who's gonna make a little play. Kaprizov almost got the puck, but now Zuccarello actually does pass to Kaprizov, and he almost gets the puck again. Bounces right off of him. And it does go back to neutralize. Last shift. He got the puck 3 times, and it bounced off his stick almost every time. Well, it did just about every time. So they lost the possession of the puck. Wild, though. 15 seconds left in the power play. Hartman. Pass to the center. That's going to bounce off a guy. Could have easily been two. Foligno with a spinorama no-look backhander. I mean, I'm sure you could have assumed that with my reaction. It didn't go in. But those are your Canucks. You got Besser, Hughes, and Pettersson. The captain, one of the guys that's kind of been trying to provide for the team. Let's switch it around I know they'll like this one. It's new. I'll do that. All right, everybody. For your Minnesota Wild, we got some unique players for tonight. On the first line, you got your Marco Rossi, Color Flow from Allure. Also, Marcus Foligno from Ice. I am a part of the Marcus Foligno fan club. I just don't know when or where. Kirill Kaprizov. Cross pound. I am causing the domino effect. Bunch of clapping knuckleheads right now. I don't know why everyone's clapping. Is it their equipment manager's last game or something? I don't know what they're even saying in this hockey game right now. The announcers are just like saying blah 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 blah. All right, now for our oh, hey backyard kid, are you actually a Canucks fan? Oh wow, I'm liking this. Like the Canucks cards that I have? They're kind of cool, huh? These are the Canucks cards that I had up. Do you have a favorite out of those guys? Right now, we're doing our Minnesota Wild. I like talking about all the hockey teams. I collect cool hockey cards from all the teams. I have players I like in all the hockey team on all the different hockey teams. So on the Vancouver Canucks, I'm a huge Connor Garland fan. I was a big Arizona Coyotes hockey fan when they were a team, and Connor Garland was an. I think he. I was really hard to see him go. It was a what did they? But excuse me, the Coyotes, they got such a good trade for Connor Garland. I forgot what was the return, but they traded Connor Garland and something else, and they ended up getting like a draft pick or something that ended up helping them out, or a player. I forgot what they got from. But I remember the return was something pretty great. Larson and Connor Garland, and I don't remember if it was like for a pick and somebody else. Let's see here. They are okay. I don't have much of thought for them as though I don't make playoffs that often. Understand that. Now, the Minnesota Wild, on the other hand, oh my gosh, Paco Sanchez. Everyone loves a good. No, Pablo. Is it Pablo? I think it's Paco. No, is it? No, Pablo. Ooh, you like the across the pond? I think the across the pond one's pretty neat. Actually, I have a couple of pals that like the across the pond one. Now, if you stick around, we actually here on the channel, it is Saturday, and Saturday is full foil Saturday, so we do full foil cards. And believe it or not, we open about a hockey pack a period. So darn near at the ending minutes of this period, we're gonna take out the bin. Uh, Dude, you haven't seen it yet. You have 2 different boxes of hockey cards and a blaster or two. I took out all these packs. I put them into this bin. And then between the periods, we pull out a couple packs or so from the bin and we open some hockey packs. There's still at least. Do you have a favorite team? Signed hockey cards. Yeah, I have a couple of signed hockey cards. Do you have a favorite team? I'm not sure. I have a couple of numbered Devils cards, but I don't think I have any signed Devils cards. Let me show you one of my signed cards. I'll be right back. It'll take me a minute. Not even a minute, like 10 seconds. Who do I want to show off tonight? I mean, I can show off a red guy. So here's another red guy. So look at one of these cards. So we got this last week. Connor Zary, signed rookie. And it's even numbered too. 27 out of 399. Got to get this light here. I wonder if I have to turn off the light to get this part. You know what's funny is that green light is the camera. And then there's me. 27 out of 399. Isn't that so cool? Isn't that cool? So that's one of the cards we got last week, excuse me. And like I said, we only do I used to do so I stream twice a week, 2 o'clock. Today's a little different. Minnesota Wild, of course. If you haven't noticed, the Minnesota sports, hockey, soccer, and Call of Duty, showing off some of the cool. Now you like backyard sports or something or whatnot. Stepped into the future. Well, I appreciate you, backyard kid. Favorite baseball team? Oh, Pacer, let's go Wild. All right, everybody. I think it's time. Yes, yes, yes. Do you want to come off that hypocrisy?
Do you want me to?
I think you might, or at least be around. Okay. Kiddo Pacer, you here? Lady Ryderix, Nuke Force, you all here? So what I'll do is I'll take there, and what we can do is we can even move the Canucks thing to the back. And what we'll do is I'll take this. Here, I want you to open it.
Oh, me open. Smell it. Lower for the camera folks.
Armada's gonna pick us a pack. It's an allure pack.
So good.
So I will open a pack of allure hockey cards. This will be our kind of our special thing. I might, depending on how well we do, I might do a pack or more. But I usually, if we're getting too good of cards out of these packs, you're gonna get some cards soon. Oh, what type of cards do you like, oh Pacer?
Yeah, tell us. You're gonna get some cards soon. Awesome. What's that?
So we got a Devils fan. Oh Pacer, who do you like to cheer for? Now I'm kind of really trying to launch my channel, and I think I have a unique angle as far as the way that I like to talk hockey. The Wild, you watching the game tonight?
Yay.
The Brinket. Ooh, look at that beautiful NHL allure.
Whoa. It's almost like a mirror that. Hell yeah.
Absolutely stunning.
Great job, Ozbot.
Paige Thompson, look at that. Whoa! The Sabres, they're a big goal scorer.
Wow.
That's insane.
You like the Blackhawks, but like the Wild more? That's awesome.
Lane Hudson, rookie. Look at that. That's a great hit. Look at that. What a beautiful rookie to get, everybody. Lane Hudson. He's probably going to win the Rookie of the Year.
You think so?
Everyone's saying Lane Hudson's going to win the Rookie of the Year. Here we go. We're going to get into some hype.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yan Kuznetsov. Black Parallel. I like Mitchkov personally. Here we go. Adam Fantilli.
Chantilly.
Colorful Futures. That's beautiful.
Who's the guy that sounds like confetti with his last name? Perforetti. Perforetti. Sorelli. Oh, sorry, it's Celebrini. They should all like come together and then they should have like a cake in the background because they're so.
That's look at that shine. Look at that. That's insanity. Look at the color. More cider. Red Wings. Color flow. Orange, yellow. That is beautiful. Look at this beauty. All right.
How many cards together?
I think that may have been a big hit.
Okay, the colorful. That's so good. It's so beady.
Unless, unless we got our first Mitchkov. All right. Our first Mitchkov and a William Eklund. Mitch Cup, Mitch Cup, Mitch Cup. Awesome. I'm happy. Our first, we got, look at that. What a weird pack. Because look at Mitch Cobb, let's say Mitch Cobb's a rookie. Mitch, isn't that insane? All we need is Celebrini. That's insane. That was a cool pack. That was, we'll set these cards up for a display for a little bit while we're still at our period intermission. The colorful future is my fave out of the pack. Nice to see you back, backyard kid. You might jump in on this backyard kid. You're not. There's a now if there. It's so unfortunate. I like streaming on different platforms, but one of the next adjustments that I want to get from my stream is a chat log that I want to put on the screen because I stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And when I stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, unfortunately, sometimes my chat splits. I have some people on YouTube, some people on Twitch, and sometimes I feel like some of those people will never meet each other. Yeah, Target sells some good packs. Amazon, I mean, honestly, there's these things called blasters, I've learned. They're these little cardboard boxes. They might have like 4 to 6 packs in them. About 25 to 20 to $30, depending on the set that you find at Target. I'd recommend starting there. If you saving up now, depending if you want how current year of the cards you want. If you could buy a year or two older box, and that's gonna be about $60. So it's like 2 black cards. Sometimes it's a patch. We live in the Twin City area. Twin Cities. Let's see, different packs. I think there's a lot of different packs. In our box, we have 3 different packs. We have Metal Universe, which Elias Pettersson, the Canuck. Okay, cool, cool. Arizona? Are you moving to Arizona? Too bad hockey just moved out of Arizona too. Aw, the Yotes left. Backyard kid. I don't Suns, so I gave them my time. I watched the Yotes games, and you know what? You look at the Utah team, and you're like, wow, they're not bad. Yeah, it's almost like the Coyotes were had a believe it or not. So I was a fan of about 4. I'm a fan of the sport, so I'll watch any hockey game, but there's specific teams that I will root for. I was always here, but I was disconnected from the chat, so they were lost to the void. Do you get the chorus from the void? We're at a commercial break. We're still at our period intermission. Let me take a little period intermission, everybody. Give me like a good. Okay, 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 okay. I'm almost back. I'm almost back. I'm almost by ya. I'm almost by ya. Yeah, 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 yeah. Almost by ya. I'm almost. All right, we got our second period starting right now. I am actually putting on a little bit of lotion right now. Oh, quick shot by the Canucks. Quick save by the Wild. I can show you, Britt, some of the cards. I wonder how you got it. How'd you get that Rax emote? The right gang? You're part of a gang? I knew it. Everybody, Novalance has a reporter for gang-related activity for everything she does. Gang-related activity, everything she does. We do not condone that gang-related activity. Or we're just being a little silly. All right, but these are the cards that we got from our Allure pack today. Those Allure packs. They are absolutely beautiful. I think for Allure, out of the cards that we got for tonight, the color flows by far are the best. The colorful future is okay, but I thought it was really unique that we got two rookies out of our pack tonight. We got a regular rookie, and then we got the black parallel rookie as well. Is Connor Garland and Kaprizov, are they still yelling at each other? Garland has just been on Kaprizov all night, not giving him a chance. Wild keeping the puck in the zone for the attack. Oh man, backyard kids popping off. What? Just okay. Just an okay looking card, bro. I don't know that card was hot. You might be tripping, but you know what? I might be just ignorant. This is my first pack. Well, I appreciate the participation in the chat. We really like this participation. Everyone in the chat's been having a good time. I'm just a double texter. Great vibes. I agree, and of cool, Carl. These are some great vibes we got going in this chat tonight. Wild are still attacking Jakob Trenin. To Hartsey. He gets it to the front of the net, but there's a Canuck that goes down. It looks like Philip Roenick. Teddy Bluga steps in. Another wraparound attempt. The Wild, relentless this period. 14 shots, 15 shots, with no success. Lady Rydrix, I hope you get a doubloon. I'll consider opening up one more hockey pack for the stream. Boldy's just giving out free cross checks. Just trying to start something. Mark matey me doubloons. I didn't know Lady Rider X was. Oh my gosh, Chisholm got the wind and maybe more knocked out of him. Kaprizov helping him. Chisholm just got absolutely crushed by Pedersen. He wasn't even looking too. He looked down at the puck and just a rogue shoulder. A rogue shoulder came up and crushed Chisholm. Yeah, the word doubloon sounds really silly, and then when you see one, you're like, oh, that's really cool. We've taken if Arizona could get a team again. Do you want them to be the Yotes again, or reborn to a new team mascot? That's a great question. Ooh, I think for I think the best thing that you do is you bring back that original franchise. No matter how many mistakes, no matter how ridiculous or goofy or trustworthy or whatever word you want to place, but you can't replace that memory of that team with another team. It just doesn't work that way for a lot of hockey clubs or a lot of places. If a sports team plays there and that team leaves and a different team comes, the different name, different maybe they're in a different. I keep wanting to say barn arena, different stadium. Stadium not as much. It's really just the team. If it's a different team, it's selling you a completely different thing. I mean, how many North Stars fans struggle being fans of the Wild? They're like, I just don't feel like that's my allegiance. My allegiance was to the North Stars. And it's just that allegiance thing. I feel like people's allegiance, they really care about one team and they really bond with that one team. Maybe a couple teams, right? You don't only have to like one team. Of course, myself, I like quite a few teams, but I feel like everybody bonds with their team. And the hardest part is losing that team that you may have bonded with. Like, for example, a lot of Minnesota hockey fans, the North Stars. Oh, Gold Knights game and Blues Kraken going on. Let's see if I can have two hockey games going on. I turn the Golden Knights game on too, so I can have two hockey games going on at the same time. Delayed penalty. Zuccarello be tripping. Oikos, dude, I like those Oikos. Zuccarello just kind of like toss some dude. Zuccarello with some weird drive-by interference. Hopefully the Canucks, well, depending on which team you're rooting for, maybe we'll see a goal. Hey, doesn't mean it will be a Canuck goal. I just I just want to see a goal. Here they come. The Canucks break the zone. The ref takes a knee for whatever reason. Besser takes the puck. Spinorama pass. Back to Besser. Canucks gonna try and attack. Besser sends it up. And it's back to the net. Power play unit 1. Suter. So P.S. Suter almost has some beautiful redirections. Dude, maybe we'll put a couple Canucks and Wild players up. There's a trip. Yay! Oh, Pacers back! Welcome back! Oh, Pacer, while you were gone, you had a couple of people trying to holler at you. It looks like Backyard Kid was trying to holler at you. Isn't that funny that we have ice and allure cards for both teams? Well, that's the whole thing about a Backyard Kid and El Pacer. I do a watch parties here, so yeah, have that game on your television or your laptop, and then have me on your phone, turned on your phone, muted or whatnot or whatever. Yeah, it's blacked out on ESPN Plus. That's why we sail the seven seas. Here, I'm sailing the seven seas. Yeah, ESPN Plus. You make my life awful. the Predators Golden Knights team. Jonathan Marchessault having to play against both William Karlsson and Riley Smith. That must feel so weird for those three guys. From all those feelings, emotions, and whatever that they experience being on an expansion franchise. Unique thing. And you have to be very careful with a sport and how you do your expansion or how you even do your league. Yeah, it's the worst thing ever. Well, anybody if they wants to. Anybody if they want to, they can always search how to find the hockey game on the internet. The internet's a great place to surf. You can find all sorts of things, even hockey games. Oh, Golden Knights with just what a disgusting goal. Stole the puck, 3 passes, and before you know it, it was a goal. Before. And you know why that was so funny? Riley Smith stole the puck, passed to Carlson. Carlson fed the feed to Holtz. Holtz roofed it. So easy, so easy. That was effortless, effortless. But that must just be so weird. Oh my gosh, I don't think I could watch that. Round one, Avalanche Stars. So you have a conference final matchup, round one. It's just going to be an all out slaughter. An all out slaughter when that happens. I think the Battle of Florida would be cool to see. Comment on Standy's post. I'll play COD with you. I know, that's why it's funny. You kind of just got a bomb on his on his gloomy post to make him like, shut up. Yeah, or he's looking at because he's just imagining himself watching Johnny and our cities playing in the league. You could tell him how you did in hardcore last night. All right, back to the wild hockey game. Everybody lock in, lock in, lock in. Less than half of the hockey game to go. Less than half of the period to go. 16 shots for the Wild and still no goal. Why I find that so interesting is they were at like 15 shots at the beginning of the period. Did they not get like a shot for like 8 minutes? Well, I guess the Wild have been getting pretty testy against the Canucks, and they're kind of battling a little bit. Hmm. And if Cool Carl in the chat, ice cards are so hot, I would have to agree. Without a thought, I would have to be, man, that forehead and that nose, I swear to God. That side view, man. Golden. All right, back to the Wild. So one thing that I want to talk to everybody about tonight is shift time. Time on ice. Generally, defensemen get more time on ice. They usually have to play more of the hockey game. And I would argue that their objective is a lot more difficult than than the other three players on the ice or four players on the ice objective. The goalie and the well, at least the not the goalie. I'd just say the forwards at least. Don't let the puck go in. Don't let the puck get behind you. If the puck is behind you, you're not doing your job, and you need to do your job. So don't let that puck go behind you. And that's the goal of the defenseman. Oh man, this Keefer Sherwood guy ends in half. Oh man, the Canucks. Oh man, almost had a beauty. Almost batted that puck out of the air. This game is just getting so testy though. Joshua. Oh, it goes off of a foot, flubs into the air, and a guy goes to whack at it and misses it. I don't exactly remember what I was saying in regards to defense. Well, the Knights attacking. We're at a commercial break for our wild hockey game right now. Yeah, the wild hockey game right now. I mean, the Wild have to do so much to try to. Oh, we're talking about shift time. So back to shift time. Defensemen are generally going to get more shift time. There's less of them, and their job is a lot more difficult. So the thing about ice time is that I think that there's an equilibrium of playing somebody too much and playing somebody too little. I think everybody has a there's a certain time where it's like optimal for everybody. Everybody has their optimal level of ice time. Some players find it. Some coaches honor it. Some might teeter a little bit either way, right? Either a little bit too much or too little. It can go, oh wow, there's like ice skating going on, or they got rollerblading going on in Vegas. What the heck?
You already believe it. I just found the perfect gift to reply back to. It's SpongeBob blurring his eyes and think it's time. Sorry, this person is a fan. Back, looking for doing the things in the article.
You can comment in his Discord. I'll play with you. Power play for the Knuckleheads. And they just what? They get in the zone and the guy instantly just backhands it and gives it to a Wild player. They clear it without a thought. Hughes drops it. Garland skates it in, tries the Dougie. His pass got blocked. He got the puck back, tried to Dougie, lost the puck, and Hughes is back with the puck. A minute left to go on the power play. Suter curls around. Weird bat. A weird pass, but the Canucks regain. Passer in the corner at the blue line point. Walking in shot, score. Nils Hoglander. Without that was a weird goal. That's a cool Pharaoh hat from the Golden Knights game. I'd wear one of those. Hoglander or no, DeBrusks. That weird that weird zone entry. DeBrusk redirect. Hoglander shoots it. And it looks like DeBrusk with the tip in just gets the puck to go in just enough. 2-0 Knuckleheads. Now, ice time, what I was talking about, and in particular, Brock Faber. Now the Minnesota Wild got this player last season, Brock Faber, their new draft pick. We're really happy about him, and he had a lot of potential. Or I think they had him like 2 years ago, and they kind of played him in the playoffs for a little bit. He did great. Then they let him play for a full year, and guess what? He was pretty good. And you know what the Wild does? They're like, you know what, Faber, we think you're going to be this really great player. Let's give you an average of like 28 minutes of ice time. Now, I get when a player is showing a lot of promise. I get when a player is showing their potential. I get when they're super young. I still think you need to be very, very careful when you are developing a player and how much ice time you're giving that player. Can't believe that happened. Wild win the face-off, but it's in a wild way where they can't really control the puck and they kind of just have to fling it at the boards. Battle at the blue line, won by the Canucks. Neutral zone battles. Wild have the puck in their zone. They're going to try to readjust this attack. 28. Yeah, a lot of ice time, dude. His average ice time was insane. And you just have to be very careful with things like that. I honestly think the Minnesota Wild overplayed Brock Faber to the point to where he's just exhausted. And I think you also kind of learn when there's like Makar had McKinnon, Landeskog, and Rantanen. 3 players that all could get paid $13 million a season. 4 players, including Makar. That's a pretty strong. That's a pretty powerful, quite the talented first line. And now with Brock Faber, it's weird because I don't want to say he's a shell of his former player because he had a season and a playoff series, right? So he didn't really. It's not a lot to speak on. It's not a huge sample size, and without it being a large sample size, it does a huge disservice to really give it a lot of thought. It's a huge disservice to give it a lot of thought. And in my opinion, it's a huge disservice to allude to any amount of like large talent or whatnot. He's not saying he's not talented, but I think you have to be very careful with how you give players contracts. I mean, he got an 8x8 instantly. Instantly. actually look that way. He's not bad, but you can tell that there's a little bit difference. There's a little bit of a difference. And when you're kind of thinking like, what's that difference? What's that difference? It's got to be drive. It's got to be results. I know that when you don't know, when you know that your efforts aren't going to generate a result, you put in less effort. If you know if you do an entire workout and you're not going to feel good about your exercise, why are you going to do it? Most people usually want a reason for the cause and the effect as to why they're going to do certain things or whatnot. Wow, they have to be careful if they're going to be offsides. 2 minutes to go in the second period. 17 shots for the Wild. They're coming like one every 4 minutes. Now, of course, they just got a shot on that as I say that. 18 shots, no goals. 10 shots for the Canucks, 2 goals. That's a 20% chance with every shot they're going to score. Wild, 0% chance with their 18 shots. Well, keep in mind that their shifts are normally like 45 seconds to like maybe a minute. So you're hopping on and off the ice quite a bit. Defenseman maybe a little bit more like a minute and a half. But you hop on, you play hard for your shift, and then you hop off. That's kind of the cool thing about hockey is like you sprint, you get done sprinting, you go and rest. When you go back, you sprint, and you go back and rest. Wild. Here they go. Zuki. Come on. It's right in front of the net. Gaudreau battles for it. 30 seconds left to go. The Wild keep it in. Could Gaudreau battle for it? He does. But in battling for it, he gets too excited, knocked into the neutral zone. Wild are going to have to figure out a zone entry, which they just shoot it in. Puck goes to the icing. But I think you need to be very, very careful when it comes to how you play your prospects, how you play your young talent. I think Faber is kind of pseudo burnt out, but you also can kind of now this is no way a comparison, but look at the way Kale McCarr is going to try for it. Like I was saying, Mikko Rantanen, Gabriel Landeskog, and Nathan McKinnon versus Seth Jones and any of his mystery AHL call-ups. All right, 4 seconds left. The Wild get nothing except for an extra shot. So 19 shots, no goals. All right, everybody, let me go into a little bit of stats before I take my period intermission. So let's go to a Wild Knuckleheads game. For our stats right now, 19 to 10 shots, of course, 2-0. Canucks leading. 24 to 12 hits. The Wild doing everything they can to get that puck back. It's not really doing them too well. Face-offs 11-23. So the Wild just can't gain possession of the puck. So they can't gain possession of the puck through the face-offs. They're using hits a lot to try to regain that momentum. Weird though, because if you're not winning the face-offs, so let's kind of go down a little bit more. Block shots 6-9. So the Canucks not letting anything past them. So very, very unique. The team that's scoring the goals right now is, of course, has the highest blocks, not letting the Wild score. But at the same time, sometimes the team getting peppered has a lot of blocks because their players are, maybe there's a lot of shots going towards the net. Now we got to takeaways and giveaways. The takeaways, 5 for the Wild, 1 from the Canucks. The Wild doing everything they can to get that puck. Now, on the other side of things, Canucks, not as aggressive as they could be. Giveaways is funny. So the Wild making a very small amount of mistakes, 6 compared to the Vancouver Canucks 12. So when we look at that, you're pretty much going to notice that the Wild is putting in a lot of effort and they're getting no results. 0 results for all the effort the Minnesota Wild is putting in right now, and they're not too happy about it. They're pretty bummed about it, but they're going to keep grinding. We got one more period of hockey. When I come back for the third period, let's open a pack. That will be our last pack of hockey cards for the night. I'm excited to open it. Everybody, I hope you have a great intermission. I'm going to be back in about 10 minutes. I'll see you soon. Hockey, 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 hockey is coming back. We cake it, 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 it's coming back. I'm here, I'm right here tonight and for tonight. Watching, of course, the Minnesota Wild and Vancouver Canucks. Then on my other television, we got the Vegas Golden Knights and the Nashville Predators. I almost wanted to say Vancouver Canucks. That's probably because I'm staring at all these knuckleheads over here. We got our beautiful color flow cards. Our beautiful. It's sad when you go back and you look at some older teams and you're like, all these players don't play for this team no more. Oh, beautiful score. Marchessault got his revenge. His first time scoring against the Vegas Golden Knights in his career.
When did he get traded?
This last season. He has been wanting to jam one home against his team the whole game. As if there's any team he wants to score against, it's the Golden Knights. Bam!
Bam.
Trade me? He's like, you effing trade me? I will. I will skull back on you. Can you get me a tasty drink too? Take a little Gatorade. Cold one, please. They're kind of the right size.
I agree.
I hate it though. You chug one of these things and you're just like, it's gone like half a second. That's good enough. No, that's good enough. All right, who's in the chat? Who's in the chat? Backyard Kid, you there? Oh, Pacer, Lady Rider X, NF Cool Carl, the Nuke folks. Who's here? Who's here? Who's here? Marchessault's 20th goal of the season. Just got back. Where were you? Where were you? With some wings, Red Wings, because the Red Wings got eliminated from the playoffs tonight. No playoffs for those Red Wings. Minnesota Wild attacking quick, early Faber shot, score! Brock Faber on the 20th shot of the hockey game. The player of our topic tonight is Faber exhausted, or is Faber? Does he still have it in him? I know it sounds really funny, like on his second season, but honestly, Faber, he's had so much potential. He's had so many great opportunities. Now, there are hockey players like Rasmus Dahlin, where his first 4 seasons, you can tell he had talent, but it just had to get focused. He just had to have a plan with it. And it looked like they finally made a plan. They finally made a plan. Lemon pepper and spicy buff. I don't ever think I like it. I don't think I like it called buff. That sounds weird. Got some spicy buff. I'm gonna look like this the whole rest of the night. This is how big my hats are on my head. With us. So our mod is gonna be the one opening this hockey pack tonight. She's just gonna come over for a wee bit as we watch the Wild. They're feeling pretty good about themselves, getting on the board right now. I mean, This is everything for the Wild. Every single goal that they let in takes them away from their goals. Pun intended. Faber's not having it. Faber thought he scored. A Canuck guy's like, you didn't score. Why are you celebrating? Faber went from celebrating a goal that he thought to punching a guy in the back of his head.
Yeah.
Here, did you get your slugs?
Oh, look at my foot.
O'Connor and Goudreau, two former Penguins. There goes a helmet from a Canuck. Brock Faber thought he scored 2 goals. So here's the replay. Oh. So Lankinen, I don't know. Did his glove ever on the puck? Is that who's cross checking him? Johansson? I don't know.
I walked out and there's a fight.
Looks like we have a tie game. Nashville, Vegas, Golden Knights. Predators.
Predator. I only think of the Alien vs Predator though. When people say Predator, like nothing. Wow.
Oh my gosh, it went off his shoulder. Watch that. He shoots the puck. This guy goes, ah, on your face. Turns away.
Oh,
It goes in the net.
okay. Oh my gosh! Every time this guy gets open, it's like a little poof of ink.
It's
Sense.
bad.
It's
I think it
bad.
can knock you out.
Okay. Eyes closed. Okay.
Shake it. I'll shake it up a little bit. Yeah, I'll mix it up a little bit. We put the packs face down so you can't see what they are. Now the thing is that you can we try to not let people squeeze them too much because depending on the thickness, you can kind of figure out a little bit about which pack is which. All right, pick one pack. That will be our final pack for tonight.
Kind of like grabbing from the middle. Yeah. An allure, I can. I got that last time. Going back in. I don't know how I keep getting them. This guy. A medals. Okay. So we can have a little bit of variety.
She didn't want to do the allure. The allure ones, unfortunately, give you the least amount of packs per box. And it just feels kind of bad when you rip through all the packs of the boxes too quickly.
Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's go.
You need my microphone chest up here so it can pick up on you. Here,
How are you
hold on,
opening
go
it?
back. I'm gonna scoot over again.
Oh, thank you.
There. Now you might be a little bit more comfortable. And the good news is you don't have to open it there. You can they can see you in front of you. So they still know the pack is legitimate. All you do is drop your hands down and then it's on the other camera.
Okay. You got them open, finally.
Our metal so we had an allure pack and a metal universe pack for tonight. The thing is that we got to figure out what to do with some of our hockey cards after we get them.
I put a little oomph in that one guy. Dylan Gunther, a Coyote.
That's a great card to get. Everyone likes to get Dylan Gunther. Looks a little nicked on the top though.
Let me hold this for you. Okay.
Mark Stone. He's playing tonight in the Golden Knights game.
Let me see if I can get this
That looks great.
texture.
I think it's just the camera's pointed a little bit too down.
Ooh, okay.
So if you'd sometimes it's pointing his head up.
We got a control panel, you know?
Believe me, he's hard to work.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, can't let it show the game. You gotta put the head a little. No, you like the control panel.
Yeah, I don't like touching him. We can't show.
See, that's the hard part. Is it doesn't feel like it goes. It doesn't go straight.
I don't like touching him. All right, we got Mark's going. Mika Zibanejad.
Rangers not making the playoffs.
Victor Hedman. Tampa Bay is on there. Back to Florida. Energetic explosion.
Mark Schiffel. Oh, we got a fight.
Oh my god.
Oh, he punched him.
Punch this ref in the face.
That's cool.
Wow.
Check the back of that one.
Okay, look. What we gotta see who's next? Jack Hughes. Energetic explosion. Mark Schiffel. Schiffel was given a mood.
Stifling.
Was in a giving mood in Winnipeg's 6-3 home victory over the Nashville Predators to give the Jets a third straight win on November 9th, 2022. He was awarded a primary assist on 3 consecutive goals in the second period and had another helper in the final frame to a total of 4 points in contest. The veteran was named the game's second star of the night for his performance in the Winnipeg impressive journey. Aren't seeing any kind of numbers.
No, it's a cool, very awesome card.
She looks so cool.
I like the energetic explosions text. Dang.
I agree.
Is this guy's head bleeding?
Oh.
That was a weird fight.
It was kind of like, it had a lot of momentum.
Trying to like punch him in his face.
Yeah, Kevin
Korchinski rookie.
Kings.
That was a really unique pack. A rookie and a Mark Scheifele. You got the Blackhawks rookie. It was cool that we got a Mark Stone, but we didn't really get any players playing tonight's game. Yeah, watch. He gets hit a couple of times when he's falling. He gets up, and watch this. Bam!
Oh yeah. He's just ready to unleash the beast. Do you think he'll get
Purged.
no, an unsportsmanlike conduct and then like a 5-minute penalty?
Probably nothing that crazy.
Oh. I'm still figuring out the threshold of all of the layers. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I get it wrong. But yeah, that was like a football tackle in a way. They just keep replaying it.
Well, they're so mad that he threw that punch. Look at the guy on the bench. He's gonna stab the Wild player. Stab.
Oh, I see.
Right in the butt. Butt stab.
Do you think you credit card him?
I don't know, but those are some big nostrils.
I
All
like
right.
it when the refs review when they're huddled around the little tablet thing. Ooh, get these out of here.
Well, Maud, I appreciate you opening our hockey pack with us.
Thanks for letting me join.
We loved having you a part of it. Will you please look over our cards for quality? And of course, hopefully. This is a very bad idea.
So much trouble picking them up. I'm just
I
an
have to.
expert. I'm a great picker.
Look at me just ruin my card.
You just don't got the gecko fingers, okay?
No, it keeps wanting to go to my fingernail.
I do like a roll almost. I don't know, maybe
The
my
corner on this Gunther doesn't look too great.
there's machine.
Is he getting ejected? Oh!
Whoa!
All right, Mod.
Sorry, that was so
You're
shocking.
out of here.
Sorry, I'm out of here.
Take your chair with you.
Okay, let me grab these first and I'll take the chip.
That's crazy. I gotta ejecting my mod right now so that she can go do our mod stuff and I can, of course, get back in the hot seat over here. We got some crazy hockey stuff going on. We're gonna go into full caster mode right here. What just happened? So he's going. Oh, so he must have got taunted by one of the Canucks players. And then he's like, "Excuse me, I'll fight you." And the ref's like, no fighting for you. Teddy Bluger now sits in the penalty box for the Vancouver Canucks.
I thought the refs escorting the players was more of a formality type of thing. But that is maybe one of the first times I've ever seen like the ref catching him off the trail for another fight like that before. That was wild.
Well, the big thing is that the Wild has Foligno, and I don't think there's going to be a single person on the Canucks. Maybe Sherwood that would challenge Foligno. What a weird hockey game with all these penalties going on. Let's see what X is saying right now, everybody. What are they saying on X? Sounds like Gabriel Landeskog, who went to go play. He went to go play, of course. He's still on the Avalanche, but he got sent down to the AHL team, the Colorado Eagles, so his first AHL hockey game. But it's for his training, it's for his conditioning, it's for him to see if he's ready for NHL hockey. Can he come back to the NHL? He hasn't played really for almost 3 years. You gotta see if he still has the pace. The refs doing everything they can to make sure the Golden Knights and I keep wanting to call them Panthers. Predators game doesn't get too punchy. Wild. 25 shots, 1 goal. The Canucks still with 10 shots. And we're 6 minutes into the third period. Canucks not a single shot yet in this third period. And Besser fans on a puck, not once but twice. Now the Wild almost get a breakaway. Not going to happen. The Canucks are like, we're going to still try and figure this out. And we still want to see how the physicality in this hockey game goes. I have a feeling that the physicality in this hockey game is only going to continue to explode. Here come the Canucks. Believe it or not, they're knocking down the Wild's big players like Foligno. That's huge. I like wearing it. I'm that one guy that you just can never see their eyes. They can always see everything else. It's a very big cap. His hat is huge. Doesn't fit me head. Well, Pacer, what do you think about this hockey game? It was getting a little punchy, and then it wasn't getting a little punchy. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel about this hockey game right now, bro. Like, do you feel like I don't know? Because like Backyard Kid and Lazy Rider X were kind of talking to me about this a little bit. They're like, it's getting a little rough, but the Canucks aren't doing anything. They're getting mad, but they're not doing anything. They don't have a shot on net this entire period. The Wild, you can tell they're pissed off. They want better opportunities. They want to be a part of this hockey game. They want to get in the playoffs. And not just the Wild, but the Kaprizovs. Where did Trennan go? Trennan got pulled off the ice because he decided. So Trennan and oh man, I don't know who it was on the. So Trennan and a player on the Canucks got into a. I guess it was a fight. The other guy got like 2 punches on him, and Trennan couldn't really find him. He was kind of lost. And then they fell to the ice. And then Trennan was like, I don't like you. And he punched the guy again. And I think his head like smacked the ice or something. And then the one player the Canucks player whose head smacked the ice, he, pretty sure went to the locker room, had the personal trainer come out. Personal trainer grabbed like a towel or something, put it to his head. So the player, he looked possibly injured. It's hard to see. I think retiring and hot. So yeah, yeah. So he punched him in his head like boom. It's all over X. It's all over X. And then Trent got put in the penalty box, but then apparently he got ejected because he kept talking, and then on his way of getting ejected, sounded like a Canuck player was kind of yelling, was chirping him more, and he kind of lashed out at that player. Wild power play. So mine is trying to comprehend. Yeah, dude, it's nuts. It's been a crazy hockey game. It hasn't felt like a lot, but at the same time, there's been so much going on in this hockey game. 26 shots right now. The Wild have 1 goal. And who was that? Kaprizov tried to send an entire pass, blue line to blue line, from one side to the other, and it goes out. So the Wild reset 30 seconds off the clock for that power play. 30 seconds they can't afford. And Boldy control it. He'll send it back to Kaprizov. Kaprizov sends it over to Zuki. Zuki's going to think about it back to Kaprizov. Ripper from Boldy. Lankinen, where's the puck? It's up in the air. Rossi wants to retrieve it, but Zuki gets it, sends it all the way back around. Boldy has it now. Eriksson, Boldy across ice feeds Zuki. Zuki sends it to the front, no ricochet. Kaprizov, Boldy whacking for it. Kaprizov comes up with it behind the net. Sends it to Zuccarello. Misses the puck. Wild forced to reset. They do have a shot so far, so at least they're getting shots. 27 shots now. Wild 35 seconds left to make some power play magic happen. Boldy playing with Rossi. Rossi at the right corner, cross ice feed. Zuki. Boldy fakes a shot, but fakes out himself. Loses the puck. Somehow gets to the front of the net, and Kaprizov can't settle it down. Hutterson can't get it. Kaprizov centering. Ripper. Oh my goodness. He's just not there. It wasn't Kaprizov. I don't know who that was. That must have been Nyquist. Canucks kill the power play. Wild. Unable to capitalize. Real important opportunity that just completely slipped out of their fingertips. Real great opportunity. Here they come again. DeBrusque. A shot. Their first shot all period comes at 9 minutes in. Right in the bread bag. Went right to the 5-hole. Yeah, that's a Rocker jersey. And it's not just any Rocker jersey. This is an authentic rookie Standy jersey. Believe it or not, do I play Call of Duty? Of course. I'm going to be playing some Call of Duty Black Ops 6 later tonight. Not on stream. I'm playing tonight. Yeah, Call of Duty's fun. Do you play Call of Duty, Opacer? Do you watch Call of Duty League? The Rocker plays tomorrow. All right, back to the hockey game. Less than 10 minutes to go. Oh, turn and shot. Wild. Oh, they're getting so many shots. Canucks are just treading water right now. They're just trying to stay alive. The Canucks tried to clear a puck, but it bounced off a player standing at the blue line. The Wild maintaining the puck. Brodin Ripper. Stick broken on a Wild player. Is that Johansson? Skating away defeated. Why do I feel like I've heard that recently, Backyard Kid? I feel like somebody just told me about that. And I don't think I've ever heard that before. Call of Duty with Nade shot back was on the PlayStation days. Somebody just told me that. I don't remember. It sounds really familiar. I just heard that. Wild. Oh my gosh. So many chances there. Oh, they feed the feeding frenzy. There's like 6 sticks in front of the net. Hoglander, Canucks. The Canucks surviving. They have 2 shots this entire period. In 12 minutes of hockey, they have 2 shots. The Wild up to 30 shots right now. Even grinding on all right, he's up. Verdask. We have a Warzone player to play with Paul X. Former Rocker. the mod and myself, we watch the Call of Duty League. We like the Call of Duty League, and we watch our Minnesota Rocker team. And we just had a guy on our team, Paul X, that got dropped for his performance, and it sounds like Paul X has now retired from Call of Duty. Sounds like he's gonna be playing Warzone now instead, though. Oh, here they come, the Canucks. Almost scored on their third shot. The Wild lost a shot, so now they're down to 29 shots, and the Canucks up to 13 shots. Funny how that goes. The Canucks are so good that when they shoot, the Wild lose shots on net. I never played Black Ops 4, but I played Black Ops 1, Black Ops through Black Ops 3. Okay. Do you have a favorite Call of Duty? Oh, Pacer, you're gonna like this. And oh, Marcus Foligno scored. Foligno scored. Foligno scored. Foligno scored. Oh man, I walk out for a second and Foligno scores. A Foligno fan club. I'm a part of the Foligno fan club. Did you know that? That's Foligno. That's him right here. And he's there. Here and here. Yeah, not too many streamers are gonna pull up their shirt. Shirt. Gotta show off the cards. Wow. 30 shots. Hey, so that shot that they took away, when they took that shot again, they scored. I'll take it. Well, Pacer, have you ever seen the Call of Duty League, or excuse me, have you ever seen the Rocker play, or do you have a favorite Rocker player or a favorite pro Call of Duty team or anything like that? The Canucks just look defeated. Their season's over. No more playoffs for the Canucks, and now they're just trying to figure out what they're going to do with their lives. Did you know that they make Call of Duty League trading cards? You have to have a favorite pro. Tell me a favorite pro. Tell me a professional player that you liked, that you watched, or anything like that. Tell me a player. Tell me a player. Tell me a player. I know that you want. Yeah, if there's any players that you can remember or think of or anything like that, I think everybody remembers their favorite players. It's how you keep those memories alive, huh? Nade shot. I think Nade shot and Scumpy are probably two of the most popular. So Call of Duty League makes trading cards, right? Look at this. You want to see something? Chat, you want to see something? It's in a case. What do you think it means? It's in a case, everybody. What do you think that means? What do you think that means? It's in a case. This has never been shown on stream ever. Nick Merckx. Okay, I'm with it. I'm with it. Did you ever watch Hutch? I used to watch Hutch a lot. Hutch was my favorite Call of Duty streamer and player. A PSA 10. I'll be honest, I don't have anything graded, but I should. Take a look at this. Minnesota Rocker, dual signature. Afro and attached, the double A. It's one of my favorite things that I own. Still unattached price, Marcus Afro Reed. Get all this. Believe it or not, there's some dust on it. Yeah, that's cool. Not real life. Our mod met Standy in real life. So the guy that gave us that whose jersey's up there, she met him in real life. I've never met him, but she's met him. She's even gotten a hug from Standy. She's gotten everything. Best friends. She went to his house, his apartment, and made him a burger. Made him and his girlfriend a burger on stream. It was pretty cool. Smells like Yu-Gi-Oh. Predators have ended up falling to the Vegas Golden Knights. Marchessault, unable to defeat his former team. That's a hard picture to watch. Marchessault skating to stop a goal from going into the Vegas net or into the Predators net. And normally it was so different, so different. Our wild game's a little slow over here. I don't have any smelling salts. This is a hockey pack. Just imagine I'm doing smelling salts on stream. Looks like Blues Kraken is going to go to overtime. That's funny. Nope, just a hockey pack. The smell of cards is nostalgic for me, so I like to smell the packs. I'm weird. Man, all the other hockey games are ending. We're going to have 2 overtime games right now. Well, possibly an overtime game. Who knows about this wild Canucks game? The Canucks have 3 shots this period. Only 13 shots in the entire hockey game. Here we go. 3 minutes left, and the puck is in the wild zone. Can the Canucks get a shot? Ooh, get a little back cracking. Wild are going to keep it and they're going to hold it. Is that Bogosian? Sit behind the net. Chisholm. Man, just a free icing for no reason. There's a reason why some players are on the lines that they're on. They almost go for a quick ripper and they almost catch the Wild on an accident. Wild attacking. Hartman centers it. No one finds it. Foligno's going to whack that puck. Trophy yells, Smiley, let's go Wild. Thank you, Backyard. Let's go. I like the hype from Opacer. Opacer in Backyard. Good. Get to the yard. Couple shots more for the Wild. .145 to go. While you have 3:17 to go for overtime and Blues, Kraken. Blues fighting for playoffs. Kraken fighting for some respect. Looks like the Vancouver Canucks iced the puck again, so they got to go all the way back. All the way back in that Canucks zone. Wild win the faceoff. 69 shot attempts compared to the 31 by the Canucks. And here come the Canucks again, counterattacking, but unable to complete any passes. So the Canucks are able to skate the puck all the way back into the Wild zone. They don't do anything with that puck. They might pass that one more time, and then before they're able to get a shot attempt off, they lose the puck. Here it comes again. Besser waits, takes a shot, goes over the net, and just like that, the Wild are coming out of the zone. Goudreau, he just wants to get that puck deep. And getting pucks deep is so important. Getting the puck on the complete opposite side of the ice, making the opponent work to get the puck all the way to your side of the ice, also very important. Canucks just kind of sitting in their back end. Time for overtime. You're 10 seconds ahead of me then. I got 9 seconds to go left on the clock. Canucks, you go, oh, the Canucks got a shot. They got 4 shots in the entire period, everybody. I gotta, that's gotta be my little hockey forecast. Canucks with a total of 4 shots for the entire period. Third period. That's sad. 4 shots. Get the Minnesota Wild after you get notifications early if they score a win. I mean, there's getting the notification, but I don't want to see it. I don't want it to pop up on my phone say Wild win. I want to watch it. It's way more fun when you get to see the goal actually happen. My mom and my stepdad have the app, and when I watch the game with them, their watch will go off. Their smartwatch will get the notification like 5 seconds before, and then they're like, "Oh, okay." And then depending upon the reaction, if they like get up and walk away, or if they're like, "Oh, okay, let's see what happens," then I know like, okay, we either won or we lost. Man, I feel like I missed this part of my face when I was shaving. Blues are in a shit. Yeah, I saw that. This dude in this bear commercial has some crazy eyebrows. This mac and cheese commercial. It's a weird commercial. All right, Erickson, Boldy, Faber, starting for the Wild. Ito to Tollivan. Wow. What an embarrassment to Bennington right there. Ouch. That's got to shatter your confidence if you're Bennington. Well, the Wild almost lose the puck within the first faceoff, and now Faber's trying to battle a knucklehead and trying to get the puck. Garland keeps oh, he's going to go out to center ice. Okay. Circle around. Hughes gets that puck in. Canucks in control. Canucks in control. Besser. Pass to Garland. Garland's in the zone. He's going to pass it to Hughes, but that pass comes out of the zone. Garland goes for the change. Hughes, DeBrusk, Besser. Besser receives the pass. He's going to go in. Hughes, Besser, DeBrusk on the ice for the Canucks. Wild. Still haven't changed. Or no, I see Brodin's on the ice. Yeah, they got one player off. Here they come again, the Canucks. Ooh, Besser turns, drops. Hughes waits in the slot. Little Besser Hughes action. Hughes back. Besser give and go. Besser couldn't receive the puck though. Great defense by Boldy. We got some changes on both sides. Don't use all of that. No, you hold it. Ooh, Blues and Kraken all tied up in that shootout. Come on, Wild. What we got? What we got? What we got? Faber. See, that's the thing. I think Faber just gets played way too much at this point. I think he's a little burnt out. I don't think he's got that. I don't think he's like Makar. Makar had literally almost A to S tier talent to play with. Faber has maybe B plus to S tier. Kaprizov, what you got? Beat your man. 3 guys. Oh, right in front of the net. They almost let him sit there. He bats at it, but Zuki can't score. Kaprizov. He's going to make them make a mistake. Kaprizov floats it in. Zuccarello. Boldy. That's not Boldy. That's Faber. Kaprizov goes for a shot. That's going to bounce go a little wide. Wild. Control it. Zuccarello, just him and the goalie. Score, 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 score. Zuccarello. Zuccarello. And Kaprizov, look at that. They gotta be careful about playing the audio because they're always like effing right, effing right, effing F, effing. What a beautiful play by the Wild there. The Canucks doing everything they can to lose this hockey game. Zuccarello just gets Artemi Lehkonen to bite. Backhand pass, no look to Kaprizov. Kaprizov threads the needle, finds Zuccarello. Just like that. Finds the gap. Score. You could tell Lehkonen was already leaning a little bit too much to that left side, so he threw one shoulder and it was over.
They could win. The Blues could win.
And everybody, let's look at the final stats for tonight before we end our stream.
Around 7. See this? Yeah.
Total shots 33 to 14. Does that mean the Canucks didn't get a single shot in the power in the oh my gosh, I can't speak tonight. Does that mean the Canucks didn't get a single shot in overtime? Not a single shot in 3-on-3 overtime? Not a single one? I don't think they did. Snuggerud.
I can't watch this. It's so crazy. Ah.
The Blues, a couple of rough losses. All right, back to our stats to finish out the night. Like I said, face-offs, 24 to 33. So the Canucks win it. Like the Canucks, I don't get it. 57% face-off win percentage. But they didn't do anything with it. Like I said, they skated the puck down in the Wild zone and then they just would lose it. They'd skate down and then they're like, oh, here you go. And they'd kind of just pass the puck along and say, just take it. We don't want this puck. We did all this work to get it down, but we'll take a shot now. You win the hockey game if you do that. This looked like a team that was trying to tank without trying to tank. It was bad. It was bad. Hits 30 to 17. So the Wild just playing a physical game. Wild down 2-0, did everything they could to get back in that hockey game, and they absolutely did so. They got back in that hockey game. Now, if we're looking at the block shots, 11 to 17, both teams pretty similar, doing everything they can to prevent these goals. Now, takeaways 8 to 1. So the Wild, so much more effort. So much more effort. Like I said, the Canucks didn't want to put in much effort. Backyard kid. Appreciate the effort. Poor Blues though. Yeah. Our mod would feel the same way. Giveaways 9-13. So the Wild with only 9, the 13. Not a huge gap at all. Not a large gap. So both of these teams doing pretty good, I would say. In this, well, doing pretty good in the giveaways, which isn't something you want to be doing pretty good in at all, but not a lot. Closer to 10, and I think you're doing pretty all right. Anything a lot more than 10, I think you got to be a lot more careful. But that's kind of where we're at for tonight, everybody. Wild end up winning 3-2 in overtime. The Canucks just didn't want to win. The amount of effort from tonight, and you gotta just wonder about their fans. When you see a hockey game like this, and I don't know if this was their last home game of the season, but this game was bad. It was bad. Well, everybody, like I said, I normally go live Mondays and Saturdays during the playoffs. I will be live every night. I will prioritize the playoffs. So I can't wait for the playoffs, everybody. I hope you can't wait for the playoffs. We're going to do brackets. We're going to do a lot more content. So be ready. Did we clinch the playoffs? I got to check because I think we were pretty darn close. I don't think we've clinched yet. I don't think we've clinched yet. I think there was one of those the Wild had to win and somebody else had to win, and I don't think that happened. It was they beat Vancouver. The Blues had to lose to the Kraken in regulation, and the Blues lost to the Kraken in overtime. So no clinch tonight. They were close, but no clinching. The Ducks shouldn't be too hard. We should be able to pluck those feathers without a problem. Now, oh Pacer, I hope you hit it. I hope you had a good enough time here. I really liked having you here. Backyard kid, both were new tonight. It was great having you here. I hope it was entertaining enough to maybe earn a follow or a like from you. I go on Twitch, I go on YouTube, and of course I'm on X. So if you had a lot of fun, I'd like to see both of you back. Like I said, I cast Mondays and Sundays, and then I'll do special other games. Keep on the lookout to my X profile to get most of those updates. Other than that, I do try to make an accurate schedule here on my social medias. We clinched? Really? I thought the situation was a little opposite, but I'll take it. Wild. I mean, if we clinched, fantastic. I'll take it. I'll take it. I saw that the Blues lost to the Kraken in regulation. The Blues lost to the Kraken in a shootout loss, so that doesn't qualify for what I saw. But if we made the playoffs and in the Instagram, really? Oh no way! That's hype. Hey, if we clinched, I'm in this thing. We in this thing, man. I'm gonna check the NHL's or the NHL's those standings page. Still waiting on our little check mark. That's lit though. I gotta keep checking back then if that's the case, because that's super cool. Man, I feel like I didn't shave the right side of my face. All right, everybody. That's gonna do it. Like I said, I'll be back Monday, or if there's anything cool going on tomorrow, who knows? Maybe I'll cast tomorrow. But I want all y'all be back tomorrow when I'm here. You know, we get it, 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 yeah. We're gonna be back. We're gonna be back soon. But I looking forward to seeing all you back. So have a great night. Maybe play some video games, watch some more hockey highlights. It's a Saturday night. Old trucks, young love, Saturday night. All right, everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you back soon. It's been hiking. Catch you back later. See ya. Watching their faces while they're at shit. I'm so what the fuck?
What? Say it.
This is like
Oh my god. Yeah, no. Why doesn't it is okay when even having shooting or in movie theaters? Like what? This is horrible. You guys start fires.
really and they make it worse.
Yeah. Like yeah, but now that I get ideas, someone's gonna do it. And we can't pay.
Ego cat, bro.